All right, it's Wednesday, and by now I should be back in the U.S. I have been for a few days in Lebanon, checking on the work we do. Our ministry serves Syrian refugees and the Lebanese people in my birth country of Lebanon. That's why my last name is so hard, and that's why I have an accent. Some people tell me I have an accent, and what do you think? Do I have an accent? Anyway, I'm glad to be back here home in the U.S. I love going and serving, but I love even more coming back home. And it reminds me of how we're going to feel when we get to heaven. It's just great to be here ministering, serving, but man, someday we're going to be home in heaven. If you don't know the Lord Jesus, I hope God uses this ministry to draw you closer to Him. Know that there is hope for you in this world. And here every day I share these things called Power Minutes. They're devotionals. I've written them in the past, and I share a verse, a thought about the verse, and I pray that it encourages you. Today's Power Minute is called Can't Please Everyone. Our verse is Isaiah 51, 12 and 13. I am he who comforts you. Who are you that you're afraid of man who dies, of the Son of Man who is made like grass, and have forgotten the Lord your Maker? Have you ever noticed that no matter how hard you try, you'll never be able to please everyone? If you're a parent, I'm sure you're nodding your head in agreement. You get it. You stopped worrying about pleasing everyone the moment after kid number 2 was born. But even if you have no kids like me, we get it too. It's hard to please everyone. It's impossible to please everyone. There will always be someone who thinks we should be doing it differently. The sooner we learn this lesson that we cannot please everyone, the happier we'll be. I love how God frames it for us in Isaiah 51 verses 12 and 13. He says, I am he who comforts you. Who are you that you're afraid of man who dies, of the Son of Man who is made like grass, and have forgotten the Lord your Maker? Behind our desire to please everyone is a deathly fear of man. The only cure for the fear of man is absolute trust in the Lord. If you're feeling stretched in 1,000 different directions, stop and ask yourself, who am I really trying to please today? Think about this question today. Who do you struggle with wanting to please? Why does that person have so much power over your actions and your desires? Ask God to free you of that burden. You know, we do need a divine revelation in those things. Sometimes I think we just think if we try hard enough, we'll be able to stop to think about something. And yet God has to transform us from our hearts. And He will. He wants to. And so just ask Him to. Tell Him. Speak to Him like you would a friend. That's what prayer is. So if you want prayer, I'd love to pray for you. I will be hopefully changing outfits. You know, it's so funny. It's tempting now to stay on and do a couple more so that I can get ahead, but I'm going to fight that urge. I'm going to stop. Tomorrow is going to be a new set of recordings. I'm going to wait a while to do them. And anyway, this point of this Power Minute is not what Lina's wearing, but what God is doing in our hearts. So if you have any questions about our ministry, by the way, I'd love to answer them for you. So go to the DM in the Instagram and ask me anything. I'd love to answer your questions. That's the easiest way to ask. If you're on YouTube, put it in the comment section or shoot me an email at lina@livingwithpower.org. All right, guys, have a great day, and I'll catch you again tomorrow. New shirt on and everything. All right.